Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. We are live here inside of the Charney's Men's Clothing Studios on 3150 Erie Boulevard East in Syracuse, New York. Dress up and dress down at Charney's, no matter what event you have going on, or if you're just looking to improve the wardrobe a little bit. The place to go is Charney's Men's Clothing on 3150 Erie Boulevard East in Syracuse, New York. We're at that part of today's broadcast, the first broadcast of June. I can't believe I'm saying that already, but we're here in June, and we're talking about the 5K Fun Run benefiting West Genesee Wrestling as well as the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation. And Heather McAvan, who is the creator of this 5K Fun Run, is here with us this morning live to speak about it. Heather, how are we doing today?
Good, Dan. How are you?
Doing very well. And Heather, first and foremost, just bring me into, I know you and I have talked about this before, but I know that you wanted to raise money for a good, obviously a strong charity, a good charity in the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation. And I know that, you obviously have a connection to West Genesee Wrestling, but what made this be the thing that you wanted to do? What made the 5K Fun Run really make sense to be the event that you wanted to have?
Well, one of the things that our head coach, Brian McAvan, had mentioned at one of our board meetings was that he was really, he really wanted our boys to get involved in the community, to give back, kind of, a different spin on the sport. It's not just what you do, on the mat or at practice, but it's what you do outside of school. So we kind of put our heads together and, people like to do a lot of these runs. They seem to be pretty popular, so that's where we started. And then as far as choosing the organization to give 50% back to, it made sense for us to go with the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation just because, Jane Sasso, who her maiden name is Baldwin, she is a parent of Griffin Sasso, and Griffin wrestled for West Genesee. He was also a captain 2 years in a row. And, we wanted to partner with them because they were part of our program.
And when you see that, when you have a connection like that where you can just, really reach into both areas, and like you said, Griffin Sasso, and he was with us at the event that we did at the Wildcat Sports Pub to jump off the registration for the 5K Fun Run, and so was Jane Baldwin Sasso. To have that, that Griffin lives in both worlds, it just seems to make sense. It's a great cause. The Baldwin's a great family. Jane, a great person. And then, on the other side of it with West Genesee, the wrestling program and just West Genesee in general, very community-oriented. How have you felt the community kind of respond to this? Because it seems like a bunch of great people are coming together. I would imagine that, this is going to be a good thing for our community.
I think so, too. This is our first go at this. It's our first year doing this. We really hope to do this annually. So far, we've had really great reach out from a lot of the stores, businesses, even just individuals donating to the run. The K2 Center here in Camillus, they're sponsoring our run as well. We've had a lot of cooperation with numerous people. Even the Parks and Recs for Camillus. I mean, when we told them we wanted to do this, and they were thrilled and so helpful to help us get this going. Like I said, we haven't done this before, so we have no idea what we're doing. We're at the mercy of people who've done this before, and everybody has just been tremendously helpful.
And when you see this, like you said, it's the first time that you're doing it, so you're, trying to figure it out as you go. What are some of the things that maybe you've learned already?
Ooh. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot in terms of who to go to. There's a lot of people who we didn't know would help us that are helping us a lot. The Central New York Run Club, didn't even think to reach out to them. I don't know why, but then finally I got in touch with them, and Joe there incredibly helpful. I mean, so they're helping us with our shirts, and they're doing a lot for us and teaching us a lot. Just in terms of, volunteers, like who do we need to volunteer? Where do we need to have people? What do we need to have there? For me, I personally don't have an experience with breast cancer, anybody in my family or anything like that. I've never done a breast cancer run. So Krista Bennett, who is a parent to one of our wrestlers, she is also a breast cancer survivor. And she has been instrumental in helping us. And, she's taught us things that we didn't know we needed. We didn't know we needed a survivor tent. And once she explained to us how important that was, we're like, geez, wow, we really do need that. So it's coming together. And I think, this is going to be the first year. There's going to be some bumps in the road. But I think hopefully by next year, we'll iron them out and it'll be even better.
And you said something, speaking here with Heather McAvan, of the 5K fun run benefiting West Genesee Wrestling as well as the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation. You said to have, a tent for survivors. That seems like a pretty incredible, a pretty incredible opportunity to not only have people get around each other that, have survived, just to see that in the community, for us to congratulate them, for them to be together, for them to see that it's not just them in the fight. That seems like a very amazing, kind of maybe a focal point, maybe should be a central piece of this thing, and have somebody MC on the microphone to congratulate, maybe call out the names of these people and honor them, because not only for them to be together, but for all of us to see them, that seems like a beautiful, beautiful thing, and a beautiful opportunity to celebrate those that have gone into the fight and come out of it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And to see something, just what are the thoughts on kind of, how to honor that and whatnot? Is there anything that you want to do special for the survivors? Is there something you want to do maybe before the race or after the race or whatnot? After this run, how do you kind of want to handle that? Or is that a work in progress too, that you may want to do something special for them?
It's a work in progress. And, so my husband and I just recently attended the Baldwin Gala on Friday. And that was just incredibly humbling to go there. And they were giving away, or they were naming grants in different survivors' names and in some that didn't survive. And they did a video presentation where either the survivor themselves spoke about their journey or the family that lost someone spoke on their behalf. And it was beautiful. It was very pulled at your heartstrings. So, and one of the women that attended the gala, she told her story. She had been diagnosed 4 times.
Wow.
And she was there at the gala, looking beautiful, dancing, having a wonderful time. And a lot of what she said was that if not for the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation and what they were able to do for her and her treatment, she may not have been there 4 times, So it was, after hearing this and soaking it all in, and it becomes real. Like I said, I don't have a personal experience with it, but it really resonated with me. So as we talk about the survivor tent, I think after attending the gala, we're going to do a little bit more than we originally intended. So it is a work in progress, but we hope to make it a very comfortable, it's going to be a hot July day. And, we really want to honor them and make them have a place to go and be able to talk to each other and hopefully talk to, some people that haven't been touched by this disease and encourage them to continue helping this foundation. Absolutely.
And speaking here once again with Heather McAvan of the 5K fun run that we have going on benefiting West Genesee Wrestling as well. has the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation to help us defeat breast cancer, and this is going on Saturday, July 27th. It starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. Registration is $30. We'll put up the links once again on our social media, Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT. Heather, any final notes that you want to make this morning to the community on why they should be a part of this, why it's different? There's a bunch of different runs that are out there that people may have been involved in over the years. Why should they sign up for this one as well?
I really think that the reason that people should sign up for this is it's not only because we're giving 50% to the Carol M. Baldwin Foundation. Yes, it's a wonderful cause, and it's definitely needed. I really want everyone to sign up as well because we are trying to instill in our young men the importance of giving back and why. This is not something we've done before. We're encouraging our boys to this isn't just come and do a volunteer, and raise money because you need a new warm-up suit. We want them to understand that the money that's being raised is going towards something that is very profound and needed. And if they can get that, then we've done our job. And we need the community to come out and to participate. You don't have to run. You can walk. It's a beautiful, Gilly Lake is a beautiful spot. We're going to have Kiki's Greek food there, so you can eat. We're going to have vendors. You can shop. You're going to be shopping local vendors, so you're still helping the community that way as well. And, it can be just a fun family day. Put your kid in the stroller and just walk. You don't have to run. You don't have to be an athlete. You can just enjoy the day. And you're helping to wonderful causes, and you're helping to teach some young men what the importance is of giving back.
Well, couldn't have said it better myself. Heather McAvan talking about the fact that this is not just your typical, run or walk. This is to give back to two great causes, but not only that, for the young men in the West Genesee wrestling community to see what it's like to do this, to care outside of yourself, and to make it a we, not me society, which this world needs to see in and of itself. So great community opportunity, Saturday, July 27th, 11 o'clock in the morning, Gilly Lake. You got to register. It's $30 to do it. Make sure that you do that. We'll put the links up on our social media. Heather, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of work with you between now and then, and I really hope that everything comes together in the most beautiful of ways, because I do believe that if you do things for the grace of God, it ends up working out in your favor. So keep fighting, keep doing what you're doing, and I really believe that this community should come out and hopefully will come out to help two wonderful causes, and I can't thank you enough for not only spending some time with me, but putting me around some really tremendous people when we got to do our event as well.
Yep, thank you very much.
And I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.